the wonderful wisdom of Ja Rule and why we need him to make sense of all this.
But did it ever bring hip-hop that was so significant that we're like, yo, let's keep doing this? I want to see Rick Ross and Drake do another joint. I love they records together.
But then the would say, I want to see a John 50.
We've never done a record together. We've never been friends. So I don't know why people want to see that.
You talk about reconciliation. It's
I'm
like,
just saying, that shit up New York hip-hop. Because it separated a lot of in New York. And it was like, yo, hypothetically, what could that have been if two Queens juggernauts came together and made some money together? What could it have been if me and Nas would have did the collab like we was gonna do and didn't come to fruition? Or me, Jay, and X would have did the Murder Inc. project. All of this is if was a fifth. Cheers.
What up, world? It's your boy Charles Brown back again talking facts. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe, hit that notification bell. Keep sending those cash outs to CLBMG. Join the membership. And are you buying that merch? Listen, gang. Y'all remember that skit back in the day Dave Chappelle said? It was a comedy stand-up joke about 9/11 and how MTV had brought on Ja Rule about asking him pretty much what was his thoughts. And Dave Chappelle was like, why do we need to know what Ja Rule thinks at a time like this?
I remember right around September 11th, Ja Rule was on MTV. That's what they said. They said, we got Ja Rule on the phone. Let's see what Ja's thoughts are on this tragedy. Who gives a fuck what Ja Rule thinks at a time like this, nigga? This is ridiculous. I don't want to dance. I'm scared to death. I want some answers that Ja Rule might not have right now. I think when bad shit happens to me, I'll be in the crib like, oh my God, this is terrible. Could somebody please find Ja Rule, get hold of this motherfucker so I can make sense of all this.
Well, at a time like this, we need to listen to Ja Rule. He's one of the few elder statesmen that's making sense. He's talking about pretty much everything from 50 Cent to Drake to Kendrick. He got offended when they tried to ask him what advice he would have for Drake. He like, why I gotta give Drake advice? Why can't I give Kendrick advice? Right? It's a whole thing. I believe Ja still, in Ja's mind, he don't believe he should know anything about losing because he didn't lose, all right? So I want to talk about this wonderful wisdom that Ja Rule has amassed over these last 20-some years, from the festival to, what was that festival called? Whatever that festival was, when he had the rich people out there eating the bologna sandwiches, it's synonymous with trash, right? I think what we've seen Ja Rule over these past couple years after he survived those things and didn't go to jail. Well, he went to jail for a little bit, but he didn't go to jail for that, right? The Fire Fest, right? Ja Rule has become a better man. He's become smarter, right? He's become wiser, and he speaks more. He speaks more with more, I want to say, he speaks more fair and measured and honest, but not too honest where it's to trigger people. He tries to keep things even keel. He was just on the podcast, and I want to discuss this because Ja Rule got into some things that may or may not be interesting, but I thought that one of the things that people have been saying about Ja Rule for years, I want to read from this article by Cole Blake and another one by Caroline Fisher. They were on hotnewhiphop.com, if I'm not mistaken, right? But what I want to say about Ja Rule is he's saying things that he's saying the quiet part out loud. And one of the things he said was that he's a better rapper than 50 Cent now. Ja Rule is not a better rapper than 50 Cent. But Ja Rule knew how to make records before 50 Cent knew how to make big hit records. You're going to say, Charles, 50 Cent was doing mixtapes. He's already popping. But he wasn't. These records that Ja Rule had crafted and created, no one was doing it like Ja Rule. 50 Cent effectively used that against him, and then let's just say the quiet part out loud, 50 Cent started doing the same thing, right? He started singing and being melodic on the same exact way Ja Rule. Everybody knows it. It's just common sense, right? 50 will probably tell you, I did it better than him, da-da-da. But Ja Rule spoke on this, and I want to talk about it. He was on a podcast, and I want to have this conversation. Ja Rule also said, Ja Rule explains why he's a better rapper than 50 Cent. He also said that he wishes nothing but luck for 50 Cent and isn't interested in focusing on negativity. Ja spoke about his longtime rivalry with 50 Cent during a new appearance on the 7 p.m. in Brooklyn podcast. Shout out to the 7 p.m. in Brooklyn podcast. I just found them and I followed them on X. I look forward to them putting out good content. All right, let's continue. In doing so, he argued that he's a better rapper than 50, but still isn't interested in playing into any negativity between them. Instead, Ja says he's rooting for 50. The conversation began with the idea that fans have to pick Ja or 50. Quote, "But you don't, though," Ja said, as caught by Complex. "I know how fans see it, but you really don't. At the end of the day, you got to kind of love both, or you got to kind of respect both. You don't got to love both, but you got to respect both. You got to appreciate both, and that's what it is. Even in rap competitions and battles and beefs and stuff like that, you know I have a very different take on that than everybody does." Okay, so what I'm saying is he's right. At this point, I don't know nobody going around hating on Ja Rule, like hoping he falls, hoping his downfall. Yeah, back when they was beefing, you chose a side, da-da-da. I don't know nobody now that's seeing Ja Rule got a show and want to clown it and this and like, it don't make no sense. Like, just let the man, this is 20 years ago, gang. Like, this guy done went to jail, came home, he's just feeding his family, does his music. You see he still got fans. He did the way you're supposed to do a rap battle. When you lose, just keep working. Ja Rule don't want to believe he lost, but Ja, you lost. Drake, you lost too. So I know that they don't want to say that they lost. You can move on. Jay-Z know he lost against Nas. He don't go around beating his chest. Well, I think I won. If you ask me, I feel like I won. So no, Ja can't act like he lost or won. Da-da-da. End of the day, right? I don't know what these motherfuckers doing. They're doing a lot of speed of rap for no fucking reason. There's nothing wrong with accepting your loss. Now, let me continue the conversation. He has a take on that, and this was his take. Quote, "I feel like I was the better rapper. I felt like I made the better records. I feel like my records aged better still. So that's how I feel inside. I don't know what everybody else feels, and nothing wrong with him feeling that. And I don't think Ja's records aged badly. I think Ja's records did age. I see them records getting a lot of love. When they come on right now, I have no problem with Ja Rule's records. I have no problem with the videos. So I'm not going around like, cut that shit off. Da-da-da. So I believe that Ja records did hold up in the test of time. Ja Rule tours constantly. Now you're going to say, Charles, 50 Cent just did the biggest tour. Da-da-da. Well, 50 Cent said that's his last tour, right? And a lot of people came out because 50 said it was his last tour. 50 got a big career just like Ja Rule does. I don't think one is over the other. I think Ja Rule is the equivalent of when everybody said that Nas won or Jay won, whatever. But end of the day, neither one of them stopped making music. Neither one of them stopped their career. I think Ja Rule had to settle in to this new career of there's not going to be these massive, like, gigantic stadiums and arenas all the time. Ja Rule has accepted that, but he still goes out, he gets his money. He's not one of these bitter rappers sitting around complaining. All right, let me continue. Ja Rule and 50 Cent have been at odds for years. Further speaking with Carmelo Anthony and Kazeem Famuyide, Ja weighed in on the idea of the two ever making amends and collaborating on music. Quote, "We've never done a record together. We've never been friends, so I don't know why people want to see that." He brought that up because they were asking him about, I believe it was about Drake and Kendrick doing music again or something like that. No, it was I believe it was, who was it? It was somebody else. Maybe Future and Drake, somebody like that. Whoever it was, they was talking about people that made music together. He was saying that we never made music, so I don't know why you people are asking me about records with 50 Cent. It don't make no sense. And he's right. It would be the fakest record ever. And they would have to be dissing each other on the whole record, and 50 would never do it. Only way you're gonna get that is if you do AI. Somebody gotta do AI, get that. Ja brought up 50 again while discussing Kendrick Lamar and Drake's recent viral feud. Quote, "That's why I don't sit here and promote the negativity between me and 50, Ja explained. I don't give a F about that shit. I wish that black man luck, man. Go ahead and do you, man. Get your money, man, but do right, do better. Because all you do is fucking shit on black people too. That's all he does." 50 has yet to respond to Ja's interview on social media. I believe 50 responded. I have something that 50 was saying, something, but I don't remember what it was. I don't know if I got it, but anyway. He's right. 50 does a lot of trolling, and it is what it is. So these are wise words being spoken. I'm sure 50 ain't gonna take kindly to this. He ain't gonna have nothing good to say because he wants to see Ja Rule fail. As a matter of fact, no, I remember what he said. He said, "How can you beat a man who don't know that he lost?" He said, "You gotta just keep hitting him till he can't move no more." That was 50's response to Ja Rule. Because Ja Rule is up here basically saying he didn't lose. Let me continue. Ja Rule also was asked about what advice he'd give Drake amid the Kendrick Lamar feud. And this is by Carolyn Fisher. Ja Rule has dealt with his fair share of rap beef throughout his decades-long career, much like Drake and Kendrick. Ja Rule might have come up long before Drake, but according to him, the Toronto rapper doesn't need any pointers from him. During a recent appearance on the 7 p.m. in Brooklyn podcast with Carmelo, the New Yorker was asked what kind of advice he'd give the Grammy winner, if any. He made it clear that he thinks Drake is doing just fine without his help. I don't know, man. Drake might need some help. Like this, so Ja being politically correct, but Drake out here flailing bad, gang. Drake's still with his lawsuit. He's still clicking like and clicking this, that, and the third. He's still putting out music with no meaning, no substance, it's going nowhere. It's going in circles. Got like 40-something records. I just saw Maul of Rory and Maul goofy ass just post that No Kid was platinum, the only platinum release in 2025, right? Of any rapper, right? And I'm like, Maul, what you doing, gang? You know how much stuff this dude really put out this year, and you're gonna post about Nokia like y'all didn't bot that shit constantly? It took y'all 4 weeks of straight botting just to get the shit to get some motion. But Maul don't care. No one cares about the truth on that side, gang. It doesn't matter. All it matters is the numbers. They don't care if it was botted. They don't care if it was put on random playlists. They don't care about nothing. They just care about the end results, right? The motto over there is the end justify the means. They twisting and turning every single narrative that has ever came out about this battle. They're attacking Whitney right now, gang. They don't care about nothing, gang. So Maul posting that is weird, but it just adds to the fact that they don't care about nothing, and Drake just he leads them down this path of only care about the numbers and let's keep stirring up shit, right? So it's like, why won't you just focus on the Iceman stuff? Stop stirring up all the stuff that brings us right back to the battle. That appeal made Not Like Us go right back up, shot back up on the chart. So it's like, why, gang? He does need to hear from you, Ja. We do need you to give this man some advice. He goes, Drake don't need no advice. Drake is rich. He got a big-ass plane. Drake not happy on that plane. Wasn't he just wagging his finger at somebody at Turks and Caicos because they didn't let him into space? They kicked him out the VIP or some shit. I don't even know what happened, man. I don't know what happened, but Drake don't seem too happy, gang. Let's just be honest. He doing too much. He doing way too much. He said, you seen his plane? What we talking about Drake for, man? That nigga chilling. Ja does know a thing or two about beef, however, as he's dealt with his fair share of it throughout his career. He's been beefing with 50 Cent for decades, for example, and the two of them are still at odds. In July this year, Ja even took the X to shade his longtime foe by bragging about his impressive tour earnings. So what I'm thinking about Ja, so Ja gets in and out. Now, he said at the beginning of this year, I think he said he gonna start his petty phase. He gonna start getting his petty back because he tired of 50 picking on him. Plus he learned, old dogs learn new tricks. I don't know if you know this, but let me tell you what old dogs are learning. That your metrics go up the more you're online. I don't know how long it took him to learn that, but Ja Rule just learning that trolling could get you some tour bookings, gang. Right? Remember when Mace dropped that diss record on Cameron? Trolled him. Guess what happened? All his numbers went up. His fee went up for what he was charging for his shows. So what happens is old dogs learn new tricks. So now Ja Rule talking about I'm gonna be petty this year. So now that means I'm just gonna troll 50 Cent and anybody else. So now he's trolling, but you gotta realize what you get what you give. So it is what it is. So 50 returning it in kind. So they just still doing the nonsense. I think Ja was better just being quiet. He would only respond here and there when he was kicked, hit dog holler. Other than that, he was quiet. But now Ja's like, nah, I'm coming at people's necks. I don't think that's the right idea for Ja. But let me continue. He said, y'all going to that Ja Rule concert with a laughing emoji. He wrote alongside a performance montage. Imagine trying to clown someone currently on tour, making 6 figures a show. You niggas is cooked. At 50 Cent, take notes like you've been doing. This is what a real performer looks like, LMAO. Now, I don't know if 50 had said something. I know 50 tried to buy out the tickets to one of his shows, this, that, and the third. And 50 clowned him because I believe one of his shows didn't have the numbers, right? He was performing and it was like everybody was to the front and the shit was like an arena. Like it was crazy. It looked kind of crazy. So I think 50 clowned him for that. Whatever happened with that, if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong. But I think 50 may have started that exchange and Ja Rule went and jumped out there and put his 2 cents in. Let me continue. Before that, he clowned Fifth over his legacy tour in Europe with Mary J. Blige and Fat Joe, and rumors that they were selling discounted tickets due to low demand. Quote, his tickets sold out, Ja fool, one 50 Cent fan wrote at the time. You sure about that? Ain't nobody coming to see you, Curtis. Ja wrote back. So this is when they was going back and forth about tickets, and I guess 50 had a dud show, allegedly. A lot of these tickets be on Groupon, gang, so all these artists they're gonna turn the group on when the ticket sales get slow. It could be this, that, or third for any reason. Sometimes these shows ain't promoted right. The promoter ain't do his job, or the area that they're going to got a low population, or the show ain't in that area. The people they don't really care about that artist. It could be anything. But let me continue. Fifth later responded to the dig with one of his own. How do you win a fight if you're fighting someone who is too stupid to know they lost? Just keep hitting them until they stop moving. That's the quote I came up with for 50's response. 50 and Ja still added, but Ja seems to be smart enough that he's learning, sadly, how to troll and how to get back at him, but that's not the wise thing that he's saying. He said something about negativity in these battles. He said, what did we gain from the 50 Cent battle? What did we gain from Jay-Z and Nas? What do you actually gain from these rap battles? Nothing. He's saying that we can really do without him. Well, it's yes and no. Now, I understand what he's trying to say. The sentiment is, at the end of the day, all you get is split fan bases and a lot of negative comments and quotes and a lot of bad vibes from the whole situation, right? But we do get some great memories in hip-hop. The hip-hop is all about the battles, and if we stop taking the battles so serious, like people can't even like the artist no more once they battle your favorite rapper, it shouldn't be that serious, but we do have this thing called competition, and rappers actually do want to prove that they're better than the other guy, and they take out their frustrations on wax when they have an issue with you. When they have an issue with another rapper, they will make a diss record, or they may just do a subliminal little line or two just to see if people catch it, just to get their shit on. Like your boy Gunna gave Freddie Gibbs a one-line little response, and that was it. So he didn't go back and forth. So sometimes these rappers just to give you a little quick response to let you know how they feel. I think Travis Scott gave Pusha T a little one-line response. It's competition. People gonna speak their mind. It's never gonna go away. Now, we don't want nobody getting killed or beat up or shot, you know what I'm saying, over these rap beef, but it's the core of hip-hop. We always gonna have battles. So Ja Rule gonna have to realize, listen, this is what it is. Your battle got a little more deeper because you were in the streets and you had a lot other forces involved with that. But you and 50 battle is not the norm when it comes to these hip-hop battles. Some of these hip-hop battles are nothing. Like when Common diss Drake, it went nowhere, so it's nothing. So end of the day, Ja Rule, I respect your wisdom. I respect what you're saying. I have nothing against Ja Rule. I have nothing against 50 Cent as artists. Let them both win. Let them both shine. Do your thing. Salute to both of you, man. Listen, start respecting Ja Rule because he's growing up in his business and he still holds his own. He don't need to make no new music. A lot of you people get caught up in where's the new record, so you could diss the record. He's one of these guys that don't need no music. Him, Andre 3000, they don't need no new music. They got a catalog that speaks for itself. These guys can tour. Andre don't really tour on that. He does his flute shit. But Ja Rule can tour forever and a day, still make big money, still have big causes down the third. So hip-hop is alive. I'm going to give him that. He's a rapper that is living the dream. This is what you do music for, so you can continue to tour and eat from it all into your old age. So salute Ja, salute 50. Gang, it is what it is. I'm out of here. I'm going to catch you on the flip. Listen, head on over to black-yeti.com. Let them know who sent you. Also, The What Show, me, TJ, and Flares go live every Wednesday night around 9:15 on all of my social media platforms. Tap in, get in the comments. Patreon's coming. And listen, are you buying that merch? Go down below, support the channel. All right, I'm going to catch you on that flip. Peace.
Look, mission impossible to drop a few lines without dropping old times when Southern Hill was still a gold mine. When pistol grips was my shit and I sold mine. When Alias was not a show and they told mine. Elevate your mind with high quality THC infused products. BlackYeti.com. Black-Yeti.com.
CLB.
Get my coat, get my sheepskin, grab my wallet, get my pocket knife, and get that hat right there. We out. Grab my pocket knife too. Let's go. When I first came to the city, niggas didn't believe me. I just wanted to join a team and throw assist pass easily. 6 man off the bench, alley-oop pass freely. Suit up for one game and hope a scout might see me. But nah, niggas is greedy, wasn't rocking with him. Unplugged the scoreboard and put a lock on the gym. Told me to power forward, point guard at the rim. And left me with no center and a ball full of phlegm. Not knowing that I'm a dog, a Rottweiler within. With the heart of a pit bull that don't bark for pretend. My bites cut deep, break the bone and the skin. With the level of hustlenomics you do not comprehend. So first I took a block down on the west side end, and then secured a spot with some goons and some kin. And then send out some flyers, let the games begin. And in 6 months' time, the city like that's him. Oh yeah, he the one that moved the hustle to the burbs. And yeah, he the one that knocked the hustlers off the curb. And yeah, he the one that set up shop without a word. And he the one that got it cracking. And all he did was rapping by the Hooters. I kept killers from being shooters. Put a mic in a thug's hand, now he loyal like past fans. Take a man off the streets past the needles and crack cans. Promise mama to keep him safe, then put some food in his face, and he'll kill for you. But I don't need him for that. Click like, click share. Tell them bitches we back. Share the whole location. Tell them niggas where we at. Cause we out here and we ain't the cheese, we the trap.